Hey, 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 hey. How are you all doing today? Well, here I am again. I'm trying to do another video because had to Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, was in town yesterday. Yep, he was in town. Right now, he's meeting with, today is the 25th, 26th of July, and he's meeting with President Biden, see if they can negotiate some stuff. He ain't going to get no negotiation going. Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu don't want peace. Because I asked you before whether you think Mr. Netanyahu is the right man for peace. And I don't think nobody answered me that, because I think the fact don't lie. He don't want peace, otherwise he would have it a long time ago. 61 days now, since October the 7th, 2023. The war in Gaza that started in October on that date. All because Hamas went on raining rockets and missiles down on as Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu called it, it was a beautiful day, he said. A beautiful day where concert going. People were, young people, old people were celebrating some special day in Israel. And the Hamas people went and rain rockets down on the segment, and then the concert hall people killed over 1,200 people and kidnap over 200 and plus people, children and all. So Mr. Netanyahu was in town yesterday. Our Republicans, lawmakers and Congress people invite him to address Congress, and he came. Oh, by the way, yesterday while he was giving his speech, his over-hour speech in Congress, protesters were out there in there. I don't know how many there were, but quite a few of them out there protesting. Well, let's face it, there have been a lot of protesting going on for a considerable amount of months since the war started. And they're protesting for what? Stopping the war, stop the war. Mr. Netanyahu already stopped the war. But what you guys did yesterday, I don't like that at all. You don't burn the American flag, and I don't like that. You can protest in peace, say what you have to say and do what you have to do, but you don't need to burn the flag, disrespecting the American flag. I don't like that. Anyway, Mr. Netanyahu was in Congress, was in the Capitol Hill yesterday, giving his speech. Yeah. And I don't know, I didn't listen to it, because I told you in my previous video that I don't want to hear anything Mr. Netanyahu said, because he's not saying anything that will satisfy my urgency of he stopping the war. And he can stop the war just like that. But they don't want to, because you want to kill every single one of the Hamas, what's it called it, the terrorists, people. And how many has he killed so far since October the 7th? How many? I don't know. Not many. Not as many as the innocent Palestinian people that's been killed. Not as many terrorists been killed. Not as many terrorist leaders been killed from October 7th. Compare with the amount. How many is it now? 35, 31,000, 38,000, I think. Who's wrong? Who's right? Who's telling the truth on with these deaths? How many there are? According to the Palestinian authorities, they reckon it's over 38,000 people being killed. Look at the babies. Look at the babies, please, Mr. Netanyahu. They're burned. Their skin are burned. They babies, man, young kids, young children, 3, 4, 5 years old. Their face all burned, their hands burned, their legs burned, their body burned because of the rockets and bombs and IDF soldiers killing them all, blowing up the buildings where they are. These are settlement places. These are places that they've been told to move to, that no bombs will drop, no, they will not attack that area. They displace them into a certain area, and still they cannot escape. They cannot escape, even if they got a leaflet saying you need to evacuate. It's not enough time. Not enough time for them to evacuate before the rockets start the buildings, before they start blowing up the place again, killing the babies, burning the babies. All I've been talking about in all my videos is children. Is it children, for crying out loud? Give the children a chance to live. You're not getting, now even if they live, their life is ruined. Their completely life is ruined, man. What's so difficult about that you cannot understand that these babies, these young children, will live with a scar forever? They will live without feet, without hands, without fingers. Why? Because you're continually blowing up the place to get the few bad guys. And you're not doing, you're not getting them. You're not getting enough bad guys. So yes, Mr. Netanyahu was in Congress yesterday, July the 25th, and he was talking a whole lot of crap. I don't want to hear it, because nothing makes sense. Nothing Mr. Netanyahu said makes sense. Because all he cares about is revenge. It's to get the people who attack Israel on the October the 7th. But how many are they? How many terrorists are they? How many did they kill so far? How many? They got the figure, I don't. I don't have the figure how many exactly. But it can't be that many. It can't be as many people who died as the innocent people in the Gaza Strip. Can't. No way. Over 30,000. And I'm just, that's my estimate, because I'm hearing figures of around 38, 36,000 people died. What about the injuries? What about the wounded babies? Wounded for life. I'm always saying, please, Mr. Netanyahu, come to your senses, man. You're talking with President Biden today, but that won't do nothing. It won't do no good. Because you won't listen to a Democratic leader. You'll more likely listen to the Republican leader, because the Republican leader is like kissing your ass. Say, yeah, anything you want, sir. We'll get it for you. But that's not the way it should work. You should get the bad guys and get out of Palestine. Finish with the war. Finish with the war. That's all people are asking you to do, Mr. Prime Minister. Finish with the war. But no, you don't want to, because you're not satisfied that you have got the bad guys. And where are they? They're all over the place. They're hiding somewhere. They're not making peace. When every time they try and make peace, you don't want to hear that kind of peace, because you want to eliminate them all. So July 26, 2024, nothing has come of the war so far. You got no satisfaction. There will be no satisfaction of this war. Because like I said, you cannot bring the dead back. You cannot fix the wounded people. You can fix their building. Actually, you should fix their building on the towns and let them move back. Because you're killing the wrong people. You've been killing the wrong people. So I don't know who's better, who's worse. The Palestinian terrorists, or the leader of Israel. Who's worse? There's no empathy here. There's no empathy for the children. And then you talk about, you doing everything in your power. Actually, they reckon that you have done everything possible to avoid killing innocent people. That's a lie. That is a big bullshit lie. You have not doing everything. You haven't been doing anything as a leader to prevent killing innocent people. 261 days, I think it is now, from October 7 to July 26, 2024. You have not done anything to prevent killing the innocent people. And so many died for the stupid action that Hamas created. So many died, so many they're not giving their life. They didn't ask you to come and kill them. The baby didn't ask you to come and kill them. They didn't ask you to come and wound them and blow up their house or buildings or roads or whatever. They didn't ask you to come and do that. They wasn't involved in the terrorist attack. They have nothing to do with it. They're sympathizers of some. They're sympathizers of Hamas, because they've been screaming for decades now of Israel agreeing to let Palestinians have their own state. And Palestine and Israel say no. No. You remember before the October 7th attack, what you saying? Your first word that came out of your mouth is that you see what you get when you talk peace. They attack you. Huh. That was the first word. And as I've been saying all along, I do believe strongly that you, Mr. Netanyahu, been praying. He's been praying to the Almighty for something like this to happen so that he can call his bullshit a war. If he calls it a war, it means that the United States will support him more. And that's what the United States been doing, supporting this crap. Comparing, say, like how the Houthis are now attacking some part of Israel. Those skirmish, that's all it used to be. That's all it used to be. Just a skirmish, they hit you, you hit them back. okay? But now it's designated as a war. That means it's an all-out war. You can do whatever you want. And the United States, yes, you can do it. We'll defend you. We'll supply you with all the weapons, the bombs and everything to help you. Because it's a war. But it's not a freaking war. It's a one-sided war. It's not a freaking war. Besides, what is a war anyway? What is a war? A ground invasion war? Soldiers? No, we have rockets these days. We have bombs. We don't fight. You don't have soldiers on the ground fighting. No, you send the rockets, send your jet planes over and just bomb the shit out of everywhere. Right? So there's no way people can escape. And the soldiers, you're not getting the soldiers, the terrorist soldiers or whatever they want to call themselves. So basically that's what I'm saying, people. You can protest, but don't burn the flag, whatever you do. American flag should never be burned. I don't like that. But the people have been protesting all along. They've been protesting here in the United Kingdom, all over the world. They've been protesting because it's going on too long, Mr. Netanyahu. Going on too long and you get no result. You get no satisfaction. What about the hostages, man? There's no talk about the hostages. There's no negotiation about the hostages where you can get them out freely. Those mothers and fathers and granddads, they're waiting for their friends and relatives. They're waiting. They've been waiting forever. They've been pleading with you. Have a ceasefire. Talk to the people. The Israeli people are there. They're begging, say, we need our hostages. We need our sons home. Mr. Netanyahu say no. Not time yet. There's no time yet. It's time when he says time. But it will never be time. There will never be time, enough time. So am I crazy? Am I upset? Are you crazy? Are you upset? You're human too. You can see it. You see the newsreel, the breaking news every day from October 7th till now. You've seen it. You heard it. I mean, if you live on some distant planet, you still will hear it. Somebody must have told you that there's a man there murdering people because some terrorist group come and murder their people. So that's where it stands today, Mr. Netanyahu. You're talking to the president, but I don't think anything's going to come out of it. I don't think you're going to submit anything that are going, even though the president said, here's a plan. You can have this, you can have that, you can do this, you can do this. But for crying out loud, work with us here. But the Prime Minister don't want to work with you, with the President. So yes, yesterday he was in Congress. He gave his over an hour speech, talking crap, about if you attack Israel, you attack America. What the hell is that all about? America and Israel ain't the same. America will help you, but they ain't the same. They're two different countries, two different governments. Politics are different. Don't want to hear that crapness and that now. No. Don't want to hear that at all. What we want to hear from you is that there will be a ceasefire, that humanitarian aid can get through can feed the young kids. The young kids can get some medication and get to an hospital, rebuild their hospital. That's what we want to hear from you. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear that you finish with the war, or you get out. So yes, Congress, the Republicans invite him to come over and address Congress. I guess next they're going to invite that other murderer one in Russia. What's his name? Volodymyr Putin. I guess they're going to invite him too and say, come on over and speak to Congress. Tell us what you want, what your plan is for Ukraine. Go on, guys. Invite Mr. Putin over too. If you invite one murderer, you can invite another murderer. So yes, I'm upset. I've been upset from October. I've been upset because freaking Hamas went and did what they did where they shouldn't. They're stupid. They're idiots. They don't want to get their ass kicked. But you're going about it, like I said in all of my other video, the wrong way. So basically, that's what I'm saying. And this day, there's not a lot you can hang your hat on and say, you know, you'll get your revenge, as you call it, the mighty revenge. There's not a lot you can really point to and say, we are successful, that's victory. No, you can't, because too many people die for nothing. Too many children, babies, man, wounded for nothing. How can you expect to live peaceful after that? Because they're going to remember. They're going to remember that they look on themselves and they're going to look in the mirror and see themselves. Why am I like this? Why am I wounded? Why can't I get married and have a family? No, because certain part of their bodies torn off, ripped to pieces. Their brains are all shattered. They're confused. What did we do? So that's why that's not victory. That's not victory. Meanwhile, you have the protesters. They're still protesting. Yeah. There was some Democrats boycott the addressing of Congress. You don't blame them, because they have feelings. They know that what is going on is totally wrong. It should have never have happened. They're not blaming just you alone. They're blaming the militant group. How can you live like this? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. How can you live? I mean, look, the other day you went on the Houthis or what? They're another enemy. Across on the border, Lebanon. You're planning to attack them too. How many wars can you fight at one time? So basically, that's what I'm saying. We're pleading. Find some way to get the hostages home. Find some way to say, look, enough is enough. Bring your soldiers home. They're dying too, are wounded. Not as many as the innocent people, because that's what it all came down to. Is the innocent people are being shattered, their lives been shattered, ruined completely. You need peace. Israel need to live in peace so that their children can grow up with love in their heart. They can go to school. Palestinian children, Gaza's children can't go to school. They got nowhere to go to school. They can't go to church. They have no church left because it's been blown up. They want to go shopping. They can't go shopping. Israeli children can go shopping with their parents. So that's why I'm asking today, the 26th of July, while you talk with Mr. Biden, Joe Biden, the president, is to talk peace. Find a way to get the hate through, get the humanitarian hate through, find a way to end the war. You know, somewhere, something gotta give, man. Something gotta give. You can't carry on like this. It's going on too long, Mr. Netanyahu. It's going on too long. Everyone can tell you that. Who would expect that we're now in the 10th month? Who would expect that to last that long? No one. We thought you were just going to get a few bad guys, you know, but you started all the way down the east, down the south, and end up up in the north, into Rafah, where the bad guys are located. But before you get up there, you killed so many people already, wounded so many. So that's my beef, people. That's my beef. He's just pleading my case. I'm a nobody, but I'm just pleading my case for the young children of Palestine. I'm pleading my case for the young children of Israel, so they can grow up in peace and love, so they can have a parents, someone to hug them and kiss them, you know, dress their wounds. You know, Palestinian people, the children don't have anyone to dress their wounds. They're sending babies to Spain because they ain't got no hospital to take care of them. They ain't got nothing. Everything been blown to smithereens. The place look like a shithole. I mean, buildings fell down with debris everywhere. You know, you're gonna take months, years to rebuild for these people to get back to some kind of normalcy, which I don't think will ever happen, because their brains all messed up. Brains all messed up. All because I know. Blame it all, and Hamas. Yeah, of course. They started it. And wherever they get their weapon from, whether it's from North Korea, Iran, where else? Russia? Where else? China? All places that they get weapons from. If that was a one-time deal, I would think it's a one-time deal. And beside that, let's face it, Mr. Netanyahu and his intelligent people, the most intelligent security place in the world. I mean, you got spies everywhere. How on earth did you let that happen under your watch, Mr. Netanyahu? How? And then you want to kill everybody because you're so upset that it happened under your watch. Should never have happened. You fell asleep. You fell asleep on the job, and your man fell asleep on the job. And then you're trying to kill everybody for that. So that is my piece, people. I'm just pleading, sir. Just pleading. Stop killing the Palestinian babies. It's not much to ask. Stop killing the Palestinian babies. Let them grow up. Let what left of them. Let them feel some kind of normalcy in their life. Let them feel that they. And besides, you know, like I said, Israel you need peace, and you need peace. You can't live like this. You just can't. You gotta live good with your neighbors. Read your Bible. You tell you living good with your neighbors, you'll be rewarded. Well, I guess you're not a Bible reader. You don't care about that. So that's my piece today, people. I'm just pleading, as you should do, pleading with the government, to come to their senses, let the babies live, let the babies live, man. Let them grow up, you know. You're killing out a generation, more than one generation. What is left are going to grow up with hatred in their heart because they're going to remember they got no father, they got no mother, they got no aunt, no uncles, no cousin, no grandmas. Where are they? They're all blown up to pieces. They die. If they don't die from the bombs, they die from a heart attack because you won't give them a break. You displace them, and then you displace them, you go and bomb that same place. You drop leaflet to evacuate them before they move out, you bomb that place. So you need to wake up, man. The president need to tell you straight up. Tell you straight up, don't give you no more bombs. But you needed to defend yourself against Libya. And Libya are going to come bombing somewhere, Iran. So that's it, people. We pray. I hope our prayer will answer. It hasn't been answered so far, but we keep praying that you will come to your senses, that you will let the humanitarian aid take effect, let the people in, let the aids get in to assist who need assistance. They all need assistance because there ain't nothing left there. Place look like crap. It look messed up. And all you Republicans who applauding you, clapping, they applauding you louder than they would applaud former late President Reagan. Not necessary. So that's what I'm saying, people. Don't hate me because I don't hate you. I don't hate nobody. I live in peace. I live in love. If I was a prime minister, I would go and get the bad guy, kick their ass, and get out. I wouldn't hurt the children, but you're hurting the children, and then you talk crap about you're trying to you've been told that everything you do it with the sole purpose of avoiding injuries to innocent people, to the civilians, and that's a lie. That is a freaking lie. You just bomb indiscriminately. Anyway, I said, love to all. Love you. Have peace, sir. Bye. God bless you.